Alright guys, just getting off work. I'm heading to Four Wheel Parts. Got a little project, two projects actually. We're picking up one of the pieces now. The other one will be in on Friday. So I can't wait. We're going to do a little tutorial on both installs. I'll do as best I can because I've looked on YouTube and online. No one does nothing for 2500s, sorry, for the two items I'm getting. No info whatsoever. Nothing about removing or installing. So hopefully this will help anybody out that's getting the same products as me or wanting to see how to remove the two items that I'm about to remove. I'm not going to say it yet. You just have to keep watching and you'll see what I got. So yeah, we're heading there now. Alright, so what do y'all think I'm changing? Got the hood open. I mean, who knows? Some of y'all already know, but backwards, but Infab front bumper. You can either do pods or LED light bars. I believe it's 38 inches. Or we can do all the pods in those little slits with the skid guard, skid plate, whatever you want to call it. And we will be getting rid of the factory bumper. And the second piece is the rear. Got matching bumpers. That comes in on Friday. Probably won't get to it this weekend, so these videos will be a few days apart. But yeah, so from what I've watched on replacing bumpers, you have to take the grill off. So we got 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, and then you got to get those bolts right there on each side. And I believe it said take this mount off also, but it's holding my rock lights, so I may leave those. But yep, just those two bolts right there on each side. And then the hardware that came with it is the skid plate bolts, and then I believe these are the new mount brackets with new bolts. The guy told me it's pretty straightforward. They never gave me any instructions either for that bumper. So it's gonna be me just doing it blindly, pretty much. I'm gonna just figure it out as I go. Hopefully this turd is not too corroded up on the bolts and she'll not put up a fight and I can take the bumper off. I've already taken the hooks off before. Don't mind the plasti dip, but those are billet tow hooks just for show. But I can't use those no more because I'm starting to actually use the truck now. It's not a street queen anymore. But yeah, we'll see how this goes and how it turns out. Alright, so I'm not going to do the whole time lapse me working on this thing. I'll just do shortcuts, little clips. Alright, so those bolts right there, they're 18 millimeter. I just got cobalt ones. But yeah, so you just got to take those two off right there. Other side, of course, right there. So if you have an impact socket or something like that, you might can get that in there and get it. Same for this side, just those two bolts right there. Get those off and this bad boy will come straight off. Tow hooks and everything are on this mount, which is a very cheap thin mount. So if you ever hook up to your tow hooks, you will actually bend this mount and have an offset bumper because they're so cheap. There's a company out there that makes aftermarket thick ones for like 40 bucks a piece. So might as well just get rid of the junk stock bumper anyways. Alright, so those two bolts actually came off super easy. So possibly this bumper could have been off before. It never said it had a wreck in it in the description or the Carfax or anything like that. But they came off without a breaker bar, without an impact or anything like that. And then also, you want to make sure, I believe these connect into the fender here. It's a 10 millimeter, so make sure you disconnect those on each side. Other than that, I don't see any other connections. So now all I got to do is pop these bolts out one at a time, probably do the bottom ones first and then the top, since I am doing it by myself. And hopefully I don't drop it and crush my foot or something. But yeah, so far so good. Alright, so those bolts will not pass the radiator. They have a long washer that connects both, right there, connects both bolts. You actually have to get a nice little handsaw, nothing special, and cut this off. There's this little piece that comes across here. It's probably there for cooling purposes, but to get those out and over here, you have to cut it, because I believe you have to use those bolts for the new bumper. So yeah, I know on some it's different for the newer 4th gens. This is a 2012. I know their intercooler and stuff's different, so you'll just have to see what you have going on. Alright, so a little help for my buddy Jeremy. We got it in. I actually had to loosen the radiator bolts all the way out so I could lift them off of these rubber pieces. Well, they're like foam. That way I could move the radiator back and pull those bolts out. So we got the bracket that comes with it, and then we just put one secure nut. It has 3 different heights. I have the thing set as low as it can be, so I had to go down a hole. I couldn't do all 3 holes because then it would sit too high, and it's already super close right there. That's where it should sit. So don't expect to try to get all 3 holes with bolts. They only gave you 2 bolts anyways to bolt up there, so you don't have to worry about trying to get it. That's more of a measurement kind of thing. But yeah, I'm excited. It looks pretty good. And then you'll have to trim your wheel wells here. And then that bracket I'm probably gonna have to get rid of because it's so visible now. And that's what's holding my pod. I might just hook them onto the bottom of the bar or something. But yep, definitely got a lot of touching up to do, that's for sure. A lot of touching up to do. And paint. Alright, running out of daylight, but I got the grill back on. Still need to put the skid guard. But I went ahead and trimmed the fender wells up nice. What I did was get a box cutter right there, and I heated up the blade. It was an old blade. That's what I'd probably use on it. I meant that out a little bit trying to put the bumper on. But yeah, just cut right across. Don't mind my wiring, that's for my underglow, my rock lights. A little tab right there. But yeah, easy with the razor blade. Just heat it up and it'll cut like butter. So yep, that's the aftermath. Like I said, I still got to put the skid guard on, put away my block heater. I mean, I live in Florida, so I don't need it. And then a lot of touch-up trim paint, because this thing is rough looking. But yeah, I'm losing daylight, so I'm gonna try to speed up as fast as I can, and then I'll do either an after shot tomorrow or something. All right, so just got off work. The new bumper is in. It looks pretty nice. Switch this over here. Looks pretty good. I like the cool little panels on the side. I didn't think those were gonna come with it. But for your newer trucks, sensor holes, which kind of sucks because I don't have them. And then your electric brake light system, all that for electric brakes, your trailer lights, and then your tag goes here. But you'll have to get some kind of aftermarket tag light system because your stock ones will not work. And then two bolts, and it's installed. So on my truck, we just got to disconnect this guy, and then there is, oh, look at that. That's why I'm getting a new one. Disconnect these, and then underneath here we have to disconnect these two right here. 1, 2. On the newer Dodge, or the actually this one came with instructions. There's a second set of holes on the newer ones, but not mine. And it should work with factory hitch, so we should be good. Hey, I didn't clean those. They're dirty. But yeah, disconnect, and then these 2 bolts, and it'll drop right down. I'm not gonna do no time-lapse thing on this. I'm gonna just show you what needs to be removed, and then that's it. Keep it simple for you guys. So 2, no nuts, got built-in ones right there. So unscrew, done. Unscrew, undone, behind the license plate. And then, you can see them over here. Unscrew, and then undone. And then the other one should bolt right up. Super simple. So let's get it done. Alright, so you have the parts and tools that you need. 15 millimeter, 15 millimeter, and even the ones right wherever they are. Right there. Those are 15 millimeter. And these have these little plates that go behind them, little shims. Those pop right out, boom, done. And then this thing itself has a plug in the back, and then these little tabs you just push in, pops right out. So all I gotta do is take the other 2 bolts off, and I'm already done. All right, update. Got the bumper off, except I just figured something out. There's these little pins that stick through these holes here. Not really sure what they're for. Maybe alignment with this front half. Not sure. But they're barely like tack welded or something on there. Just hit them with a hammer a couple times, they'll pop right out. If not, the back of your bumper will not work. There's no hole there. So pop them out and should be good to go. Other than that, it's going pretty easy. Cleaned up underneath there. Alright, there's the finished product. I'd say it looked pretty good. Super easy to install. Bolts right up in there. I gotta fix my mount, so that's why I only got 1 bolt in there right now. The mount's a little off. But this will be what it looks like when it's done. Sensor holes, you got 4 of them for the new Dodges. And then your trailer system goes there. I believe you have to take a little metal mount off the old bumper to make it work. And then there's the front. Right there. Only bummer is, right after I installed it, we got some nasty rust. Looks like they didn't coat it very well. So I already contacted 4 Wheel Parts. They sent some pictures over to Infab that I sent to them. And they're gonna get me a new one. So I just gotta wait. No big deal. At least they're being super cool about it. But man, she just needs some 37s and she'll be good to go. Well, hopefully this video helped you guys. I had to watch several little videos to find out how to take a lot of these bumpers off. And the description is gonna give away the products I got, even though at the beginning of the video it said you had to watch till the end to see what they were, but I'll put it in the description, that way it's easier to find for non-subscribers, because I know someone's gonna get these bumpers and gonna be like, dang, how do I even do this? But yep, I think I'm gonna do pod, light bar, pod, and then a single light bar across. I think that'd be pretty cool, but we'll see. I want some like right there, some of those up there. And then you can get little pipe mounts, grab on right there, and you can have fog lights. think I can do that for the back too. Not too sure. I could put them behind that grating and have some black backup lights or something. But, I mean, it's also got these. These are cool. I mean, you could mount something in those easily. I mean, tailgate wouldn't shut that well. But you could flip it inside out, or sorry, go underneath and mount it there, and then it would show right through that. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't seen a rear one on a truck yet, so I am stoked. Makes it look super high. Looks super good. But yeah, I've been dragging on this. Been really busy lately, so I haven't had the chance to finish the video, but that's one of my big expenses for the project. Next are bigger tires and my new XD wheels that I want, that they just came out with this year. Get rid of these Cali off-roads. I mean, they're good, but not what I'm looking for. So until next time, guys, I'll see y'all then. Hopefully I'll have another nice little project for you. Keep y'all a little entertained. Alright, see you guys.